Hey everybody, Tim here, back again for Droid Life, and again, thank you very much for tuning into the channel. As you can see here, we have the S10 Plus from Samsung. Yes, we finally have the big guy in-house, and I'm actually super excited about it. Because of course, I had to flex on them a little bit, get that white ceramic model, 512 gigs, 8 gigs of RAM. This thing's a beast. But before I can get to reviewing it and all that good stuff, like many of you, I received my pre-order today, and so I'm going to be tearing into this guy and using it immediately, and hopefully enjoying the heck out of myself. But again, until I can review and all that, we gotta unbox. So as you can see, I went ahead and cut her open, and now, there's something up there. I'm pretty sure it's just documents and stuff, nothing too important, but what the heck? Come on, Samsung. You know what? How about we use the knife real quick? This is live. Come on. Come on. There we go. Man, that was really in there. Okay. Oh, good. Ejector pin for the SIM. I'm glad I brought that out because I will need that. This is apparently a pull tab. I'm just going to confirm that there is nothing but documentations inside. Yes, this device includes pre-installed screen protector. Ah, yes, one of the first things we will be removing, because I don't know about y'all, but I don't use that stuff. So here's the device in the box, of course. We're gonna go ahead and look at that ceramic white. I can already tell you right off the bat, this thing's got a little bit of weight to it. This is actually not too bad. It's kind of almost a goldish, maybe a silverish tone on the sides here, but. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to go ahead and power it on. I'm going to let that boot on the side. And while that's taking place, I will go through the rest of the contents of the box. Of course, they tell you on the back what's included inside. Of course, the phone, wall charger, stereo headset, USB connector, quick reference guide, etc. You guys have seen inside of a box before. So, power adapter, etc. This is for your data transfer stuff. It's got your USB to USB-C right there, so if you're transferring data from your old phone to your new phone, that makes life easy. We got some EK or AKG buds here. Oh, okay. Quiet. All right, so we've got our wired AKG buds here. 3.5 millimeter, of course, because this phone does have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, while everyone else seems to be ditching it and taking it away. Samsung, the company that just keeps on giving. What else do we got here? We've got, of course, a USB. This is our charging cable to USB-C. So, while I make a mess and do all that, let's talk about specs real quick. Go over the phone at least. Again, very heavy in hand. I'm happy to report this is the ceramic white edition. 512 gigs of storage, at least on this model, 8 gigs of RAM. Other specs, of course, include Snapdragon 855 processor, 6.7-inch AMOLED HDR Plus Infinity O display for those dual front-facing cameras right there. Quad HD, 522 PPI. Pretty sure I said 6.4-inch, not 6.7-inch, just in case I did make that mistake. Also thinking about the Galaxy S10 5G, but this one 6.4-inch, still AMOLED, still HDR Plus, Infinity O for the dual. So the phone does come in either 8 gigs up to 12 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, up to 1 terabyte of storage. For these ceramic models, if this is what you wanted to go for, it starts at the 8 gig 512 option. Starts at $1,249 here in the US, so pretty expensive. 4,100 milliamp hour battery, fast wired charging, fast wireless charging 2.0, and of course wireless power share. You can stick some Galaxy Buds on there, stick a new Galaxy Watch on there, and it's going to charge up. Triple rear cameras set up here on the back side, 3 cameras, one 12 megapixel telephoto lens, one wide angle 12 megapixel lens, and then the ultra wide 16 megapixel lens. I don't know if you've seen a lot of shots on the web, but those ultra wide shots are ultra wide, so looking pretty good on there on the backside. Front camera, dual system, One is just for sensing the depth, though, to allow for a pretty sweet front-facing portrait mode. It's a 10-megapixel dual-pixel autofocus camera, and then the 8-megapixel, which is the RGB depth sensing camera. So that secondary camera doesn't really do anything except for sense the depth inside of a picture, which is just fine and makes for a great effect for all you selfie lovers. IP68 rating. Ultrasonic fingerprint reader right down here in the bottom front, which I'll show you once we get this all booted up and out of the way. And comes in white, black, green, blue, yellow, whole bunch of sweet colors. So this is the outside. I will, of course, start taking off all of the stickers and getting my nasty paws all over it. And, oh, it's a very gorgeous device. I'm already in love. The weight is really nice. I'm really happy I went with the ceramic model. So let's go ahead, we'll get the software going, and we'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. We've got the Galaxy S10 Plus all booted up here, all looking fresh, all looking good. I got the screen protector ripped off. Everything's looking good. I was looking more in the light, and I suppose it's more of like a silverish, but in certain lighting, it kind of has almost a rose gold look to it. But on the bottom here, you can see the 3.5mm headphone jack, USB-C, microphone, external speaker. On the right side here, way up here on the top right, you got the volume rocker, which I will say is like way up there. Like, look at this full adjust I got to do. Not a fan. Not a fan. That's a little too much for me. I wish it was kind of down here a little bit more. But I just, with the ultrasonic under display fingerprint reader, I just don't even know if I'm going to be using that thing all too much. I'm going to be tapping all the things, double pressing all the things. Like, I'm just going to forget about that button up there on top. On the top left side here, you've got the SIM slot, another microphone. On the left side, volume rocker up and down, as well as a dedicated Bixby button. So now with the phone booted up, looking all good. I don't know why I'm in love with this phone already so much. Please excuse me. Excuse my Samsung fanboyism. Going down here into the settings, I just want to draw your attention to a couple of things, a couple of the first things you should think about doing. So the first thing I did, go into display. I bumped that screen resolution up. If you're like me, if you want to enjoy that crispy content, WQHD Plus all the way. Out of the box, it's FHD Plus. Unacceptable. WQHD Plus, go for it. 3040 by 1440. Hit apply. You're good to go. Next up, night mode. Gotta have it. Black out that UI. Ooh, it looks so good. Looks so good. As you can see, we got just like the One UI beta. So, of course, out of the box, this is running Android 9.0 Pie with One UI on top. We will go to About Phone, software information, get a good look at that. Android version 9. The only way it seems to get the latest version of Android out of the box or on a Samsung device is a new device out of the box, etc. All jokes aside. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And that's about it. Real quick, if you swipe to the right side, you're going to enter Bixby. You're not going to see it on my phone because I still haven't plugged a SIM in or anything like that. But I'll be bringing you, of course, the first 10 things to do, tips and tricks, a full review, all that good stuff. There's a lot to cover on this phone. It just got released. So there's a lot of stuff I'm going to learn. Maybe we can all just learn together. One last thing, real quick. So go down here in the settings. I just wanted to show one quick thing with the wireless power share, which I think is very cool, especially if you got the Galaxy Buds to go along with the device. So if you tap wireless power share, then it's already enabled. Then you can take your buds, place them right on the back there. You're going to feel a slight vibration, and then I don't know if you can see it, but the light goes on. So if you got your phone placed down, you need to charge up your Galaxy Buds. Easy to do that. Pretty great feature, and you shouldn't be too worried about the 4100 milliamp hour battery. It's a pretty large battery, and all things I've heard so far, the 855 coupled with that, all the RAM, this thing should have a pretty good battery life. So I'm looking forward to testing it out, learning this phone, getting it all set up and all that. Again, white ceramic, had to do it to him, had to flex, because this thing is hot. So I haven't had a ceramic phone in hand since the Essential phone, and I absolutely love the way that one felt too. So a lot of good stuff to bring in and to take in. So feel free, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I'll try and field as much as I can. And until then, we are Droid Life. Peace.